Mombasa, an historic trading post and a cultural melting pot. The port in Kenya's second largest city is a gateway to the region. A new berth has been added and another terminal under construction. It's expanding to handle even more goods destined for a market of around 300 million people. The port of Mombasa is the largest in East Africa, handling cargo of over 20 million tons per annum. It services regional economies such as Uganda, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and a fledgling economy in South Sudan. Now, the upgrade of the port forms part of a much bigger national program to improve infrastructure such as railway lines, the roads, and aviation. This may signal a new dawn in Kenya. Breaking the ground to mark the start of construction on a new terminal at Nairobi's International Airport that one day could handle up to 20 million passengers. Despite the controversy surrounding him at the International Criminal Court, President Uhuru Kenyatta is making infrastructure development the hallmark of his presidency.
Clearly, there is a very huge infrastructure deficit in this country. And the only way to propel this country forward is by improving our infrastructure. And there is renewed impetus to make sure that we now bring in private sector investment to help us with the growth of infrastructure.
From airports and ports to pipelines and even a new tech city, a wave of big-ticket infrastructure projects have been announced as part of Kenya's Vision 2030. A national program set to cost billions of dollars that's designed to boost growth and turn the country into a middle-income economy. Most of these will be funded by Chinese investors and development banks. And while in the past the private sector led the way, the feeling is that this time the government must fulfill its share of the responsibility.
It's a no-brainer, it's got to be done. The question is around execution. It's around making sure there's no slippage on the contract so we get value for money, we're not loaded down with too much debt. But otherwise, I think absolutely it's going to happen. There's plenty of momentum behind it. I think in particular the President sees it as a legacy, potential legacy for him.
The government wants to move Kenya from being a largely agricultural economy into a centre for tourism, IT, banking and industry. But for business to thrive, Kenya's infrastructure is in need of a facelift. And the best place to start is on the roads, rails and ports.